Council meeting to order, 6:02. Yes. Bob, would you lead us in invocation?
Sure. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight, thankful for the opportunity to be here, thankful for this meeting, thankful for everyone that is here. Just ask, Lord, that you be with each and every one of us, that we make the decisions that are best for the city of Wagoner and for everybody involved. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Chief?
Salute. Pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Item number 3, consider approval of minutes of February 2nd, 2026.
I'll make that motion to approve the minutes.
I have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
North,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item number 4, consider approval or denial of claims for February 2026 to include numbers 170 through 188, manual warrants, ambulance to include numbers 99 through 112, manual warrants, and economic development fund numbers 9 and 10.
The RL shares, number 9, is that for another design or a new design or design before? The 15,000. I thought once we already did this.
This is for that TAP 4, the application that you did for us.
TAP 4, okay, that RL did?
Yes, that you all voted on last meeting.
That's for him to prepare and submit the application for TAP 4.
All right, thank you.
Any further discussion?
So maybe, so
Have a
moved.
First,
Second.
call the roll, please.
Who was my second?
Me.
Jimmy?
Thank you, Jimmy. Wilson,
No.
North,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item number 5 would be the mayor's report.
Since the mayor is absent this evening, the only thing I want to report on, and I won't, I'm going to turn it over to Eric Jones, is on the rural water lawsuit that we had.
Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, went to Muskogee and we had a trial for City of Wagoner versus Rural District 6, and we had a week-long trial. Long story short, we won. It was kind of a learning experience. There were several meters that were in play, and the attorneys that the City of Wagoner hired were very good, and they're very good at their job, guys. That took up quite a bit of time there. So really, that's all I got. I don't want to bust the mayor's bubble on anything else he might have. So if you have any questions, please ask me.
Is that still ongoing, or is it?
No, sir.
No.
So that means we ended, we're done.
There is potential for appeal. There is
Okay.
potential for appeal.
Any other question? Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you, good job.
That'll conclude the mayor's report. Item 6, please.
Item number 6, consider entering into a use agreement with Wagoner Youth Baseball and Softball League concerning the use of baseball and softball fields in Maple and Redbud Parks, or take other action.
Okay, this is, I don't even have a copy. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Sorry.
Oh, you, I should have asked you a while ago. My apologies.
I'll loan it to you, I'll do you back in a little bit.
You got it. This is for the youth baseball, and since we're needing a new manager of the parks, Bryce? Oh,
Toby and Ashley. Toby.
oh, we know who the boss is. Okay. If you'd like to say a few words on this?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let me preface what she's going to say. A part of the problem with not having the agreement in file form was the illness. I mean, the mayor, of course, he was working, and Eric had the shingles all week. I sent a copy of the agreement that we had last year to, I guess, Ashley, was it you I sent a copy to?
Yes.
I don't recall who the email was from. And then we somehow didn't get together. And but it's the agreement we had last year with a couple of different changes. It would be effective from today until the end of the year, instead of July 31st, I think maybe was the last one. But anyway, they wanted to December the 31st, which kind of makes more sense to me, and with the option to renew from January 1 to December 31st every year upon notice to the city of Wagoner. It is cancelable by either party within 30 days, just like the original one was. It's actually the same contract, except the dates and who we're entering into it with. They're a voluntary, unassociated association, I think. They're not a corporation or LLC or anything like that. But they have the right, they have the ability to contract. And the other one included let me just read what it says. The following property is made available to the user for baseball, softball, and football activities. Football will be stricken from this agreement, because they don't have anything to do with football at all. And what we're going to give them the use of is 3 baseball and 2 softball fields. City of Wagoner retains the right to use them at any time. It's the same agreement we had last year. If there are any questions, we'll try to answer them.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks. If you go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Toby Smith. I'm the president of the Wagoner Youth Baseball and Softball Association, and this is Ashley Waits. She is the director.
I know you. Okay.
And we have insurance? for the
Yes,
building?
we do have insurance. I have a copy of that as well, and Ken Hicks also has a copy of our insurance.
Now, the row agency has
Yes.
has sent me a email copy showing that they have $1 million worth of liability, and we're named insured on the policy.
Good. I knew, I just asked. I just want to make sure everybody hears
Yeah,
it.
this is
Yes.
for our league. We have insurance for us.
Yes. And then we do have a lot of short goal plans for our league and a lot of long-term goal. Pretty much the goal is to get Wagoner Youth Baseball and Softball back in its prime.
Yeah.
The way it used to be back when several of your kids probably played, or even when you guys played. So that's the main goal, and there's been lots of good people that's attempted to do it, and they have got a good foot in the door and got us started, and we just need to get in there and finish it out. And that's our number one goal.
I will say we already have over 150 kids
signed up for spring baseball and softball here in Wagner. So that's gonna bring a lot of revenue into Wagner for us. Together, we have 14, maybe 15 baseball and softball teams here in Wagner this year.
Sounds good.
And the majority, all of the 6-year-olds, and correct me if I'm wrong, 5 and 6-year-olds, all will be, and 4-year-olds will all be home games. So that'll be 3 days a week. We're gonna have home games played at Maple Park, and, which has been a long time since we've been that busy with that many home games. So we're very excited for that. We've spent a total of 36 hours this past week prepping the fields and putting dirt on there.
I saw you guys
So-
out there Saturday.
Feel good.
Been getting ready, how many?
53 ton on one.
53 ton.
Yeah, I heard that this afternoon, yeah.
Of the, whatever we're talking about. It wasn't in our, it wasn't in here.
Which way you looking for?
Or you want the use of agreement? Or
Yeah,
would you like
but
the?
I just wouldn't feel right voting on something that I
Yeah,
don't have in my hand.
and then I have our bullet points along with what we've done and plan to do. Would any other council members prefer one of those?
I would like it if you would ask them not to park on the tracks that people have to walk
Oh, the
on.
walking
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
because a lot of times the cars are parked there and people have to walk in the road.
Yeah, I know there's signs up.
Mhm.
And usually the city is really good about coming out and helping, you know, get those off of there.
Or we might have to have them get a rope, you know,
Yeah,
something like that.
we
That
can
might
definitely
bring
get
it.
that.
I mean, I'm sure the city got some rope that you can use.
Yeah.
Is there any
So far, I feel
other?
like we're off to a good start.
Yes, lots of work.
And Mr. Hicks, this will be formed into that same,
Yeah,
same agreement.
there's the lease agreement, I'm sorry.
That's the
I
lease
didn't- I didn't- I
agreement,
wouldn't-
Nate, and then those are just our goals as a league
Okay.
itself.
Yeah.
I didn't have one with all the particulars in it to put in your packet. and I
Yeah,
apologize
she
for
didn't,
that.
yeah, we didn't really know what any changes might have been, but they basically made no changes,
Okay.
other than the name and the dates,
Right.
which we discussed.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, it's exactly the same one we had, except for that.
Yeah, our goal is to bring, first of all, revenue to the city and have tournaments here and bring kids, but another one, get kids more involved in sports. And then the second is to use what money we can have left over and help improve year after year. So with some of those goals, you know, we eventually want to, you know, add more fields, improve the fencing. We have a goal to paint the bleachers, power wash the sidewalks, along with the bathroom sidewalks, because people like to use those for their leisure. And just kind of help maintain what we use and bring it to life as we go.
All be interesting. Doing well, and help first aid, I mean, anything like that. With that many people
Okay.
park at a time, we love having everyone involved.
One of our short-term goals in our list of needs is a first aid kit for the concession stand. So if that's something you might have extra stuff on, we would definitely need that for our concession stand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more discussion?
I'm looking forward to it.
Me
We're
too.
excited.
Me too.
4 more weeks.
Ashley, you want to mention our sponsorships that are going to go through? We have 2 sponsorships, I'm sorry, I'm the treasurer for the new baseball. We have 2 sponsorships already, and those sponsorships are going directly to improve the baseball, softball facilities. The Septic Brothers have donated, and the Wagoner Lions Club have donated to the baseball. So we'll have banners out there for them and recognize them, and we encourage other businesses to support our youth as well. So, and those will all go to direct improvements. Any sponsorship will go to direct improvements of the field.
Good.
And we've also had Jeremy Mangrum with Warren Cat. He's donated some equipment, and CNA Land Clearing donated equipment in their time as well. And then there was also, what was the trucking company?
Josh Terry out of Coweta, he donated all the trucking for us, we just had to buy the material.
Yep. They delivered it for free.
Good deal. Any more? question.
I'll make this motion to consider entering into a use agreement with Wagoner Youth Baseball and Softball League with the use of baseball and football fields in Maple Park, Redbud, or take other action.
I'll second that.
I have a first and a second. Call roll, please.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
North,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will make the amendments that we talked about in this document. I'll get it to Rhonda tomorrow. You may take out football and put the dates in. That's it. I will get a copy of that to Rhonda tomorrow so you can check with her about getting it signed.
Okay,
Okay?
all right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Item 7, we're going to take no action. The auditors could not be here tonight. It'll be same for the other.
Which one, number 8? You said?
Item number 8.
7,
Okay.
well, on the audit.
Item number 8, consider accepting a bid and entering into a contract with Central Contractors, Inc. in the amount of $189,240 for Bollinger Subdivision street improvements contingent on Eastern Oklahoma Development District concurrence per recommendation from Infrastructure Solutions Group, LLC, or take other action.
Council, February the 17th, we accepted bids for the overlay of the Bollinger addition asphalt work. This project is halfway funded by EODD and half by the city. We accepted 2 bids. The low bid was Central Contractors for $189,240. The reason we put in there contingent on EODD is this contractor does not have his SAMS number yet, and he has to have a SAMS number to receive any federal funds, which is the grant funds on this project.
Right.
So I did check out Central Contractors, and even though they've been in business for a long time, they've been doing oil field and gas work. They do have dump trucks and haul trucks and everything else. And he has done a little bit of asphalt work, but not a lot of asphalt work. Me and Thomas got him in here and spoke to him in detail about what his plans were, what kind of equipment he had, and so forth. And I can't speak for Thomas, but he told me afterwards he was okay with awarding the project to this contractor, and I'm the same way.
Okay. Any discussion? I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make this motion to enter into contract with Central Contractors.
I'll second it with the correction, it's Bollinger edition, just a little insight on that one.
Oh,
Your dad corrected me.
Am I mispronouncing? My apologies.
Just teasing. Just teasing.
I have a first and a second. Call roll, please.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Butler,
yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Wright,
No.
Wagoner,
Yes.
North.
Just where I vote, the reason why I'm voting the way I am, never would I be against one of our residential area, getting new streets. But I'm gonna have to vote no. If we have no proper SAMS number, we have no experience in asphalt, why are we hiring these people? No.
Item number 9, consider approval of progress invoice number WAG 23-02-03 in the amount of $8,088 from Infrastructure Solutions Group, LLC, for ARPA wastewater treatment plant headworks, or take other action.
Council, this is our progress invoice for the headworks project that's going on in the wastewater treatment plant.
Any discussion? I'd entertain a motion.
So made.
Second that?
I have a first and second. Call roll, please.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
North,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Item number 10, consider approval of contractor's pay application number 8 in the amount of $150,000, $150,489.50 from Darris Contractors LLC for WAG 23-02 wastewater treatment plant headworks per recommendation from Infrastructure Solutions Group LLC, or take other action.
Council, this is the contractor's progressive pay-up for the same project, the headworks out at the wastewater treatment plant. They are doing a very good job out there, so I would recommend approving the pay-up.
Any further discussion? I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
First and second. Call roll, please.
Wilson,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
North,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Thank you, council.
Thank you, Dale.
Item number 11, consider adoption of a resolution of the City of Wagoner, Oklahoma, authorizing the application for a grant from the Public Health and Wellness Partners Grant Program of the Cherokee Nation, or take other action.
Okay, on this needs to be amended. I spoke to the Cherokee Nation, and this needs to be amended, they said, to state that it's for Lincoln only. He's understanding, he's got the understanding that this resolution is to finish up the splash pad at Lincoln. Right now, this is so vague, it doesn't say which park it is. It doesn't say Lincoln, Redbud, Maple, Dunbar, it doesn't have that. So.
Well, listen- oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, this
This is.
is just,
Good.
if I understand it, to get a grant for,
It's a-
to be used anywhere.
Well, not this grant. This grant, he said, is a continuation to what we already got awarded, the 150. And that was the understanding that he assumed that this was for. That's why the resolution came up for this 150. And he asked me that, I guess, did 150, you're assuming that the check has been written? Last month, you said no.
We
the
got the
150
first
has not
150.
came For the
Know
150.
anything about?
Well, he don't understand why the 150 hasn't been written. He's understanding that the 150 has been written to us.
As far as I know, we haven't received anything.
Okay. Now, this is what.
But
he
I
said.
think we asked him if we could, like, carry that over.
Well, yeah, on that.
Yeah,
on that
but I
first.
don't know if they were, like, going to award it when we, at
Well-
that time, I don't know.
He said he's gonna look into it more, because he's in the assumption that this check has been written. Because they have to have their budget.
That's my understanding from our last encounter that we had about this, was
Yep.
that we were gonna wait until budget season to where we knew what funds to put with, and that we were gonna apply again with this to go with.
Well, I don't think we ever talked about applying again. He
Well-
said maybe, but.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, but anyway, I talked to him at 5 o'clock this afternoon, so I can get the right wording from him. And he said that it needs to be stated that it's for Lincoln, because he wants to see that Lincoln finish up that splash pad. And we don't know if we're going to get this money or not, because we already done
Right.
got this 150. And so, there's so many people that are applying for this first time, is, if, or if not, we don't know yet.
Right.
But if it is, he wanted to be directed to Lincoln to finish up that splash pad. And he said he would like to see it, your resolution amended.
No, I don't think so.
Gayla, I think it was, to my understanding, that the action here was to vote on a resolution to apply for a grant in addition to the one that you're talking about.
Yeah.
In other words, in order to be able to apply for this particular thing, you have to have a resolution.
Yeah, that's what I understand what you're talking about, but at the same time, he said that he wants that resolution to actually state that it's gonna be for Lincoln Park. He wants the Lincoln Park worded in there for this grant in order to be applied for. And he told me I can use his mouth, and that he said it out his own mouth.
I think she's absolutely correct in that the Cherokee Nation has changed a little bit how they did their applications for grants, and that it has to be upon a resolution from the body that's receiving the grant. I think she's absolutely correct about that. They've changed that. Kind of the history of this resolution is, I talked to Whitley, and she asked me to draft a resolution for $150,000 grant for an entirely different purpose. I drafted this resolution, put in brackets, here state the reason for that you're asking for the money.
Mhm.
So, and I don't know how the resolution came out after that, but it's I could easily, if the council wishes for me to do so, I could easily put that purpose in there for a splash pad for Lincoln Park. That would not be a problem. I just didn't know to do that when I drafted it, because I drafted it for an entirely different purpose. And then it came down for this purpose instead. And I wasn't part of that discussion at all. Don't know how it got to its present shape. So I just give a little bit of history about how this.
Yeah, because I was telling him that I was gonna say, no action, but he said, you may not want to do that. Just put make an amendment that is for Lincoln Park. So I don't know how much I'm gonna give you yet, or if you get any, but I do want to finish this done.
The only thing I don't want to make, if you want, the council can do that, I think.
Yeah,
I want to make sure that I've got the words right and the purpose of the application right to put in the resolution that you're going to pass. I just want to make sure I do it right on the back end of this thing.
okay.
Because I left it blank on the front end. But I said I drafted it for an entirely different thing anyway.
Okay.
What was Miss Whitley going after? Is it something you
Well,
said did?
I wish you were here to explain this. I'll do my best. We're part of an improvement program for the airport. And it's a 90-10 usually. Sometimes it's 95 if the state participates. But in order to stay in the program, our next improvement is $3 million. And if you know about this, you explain it, because, okay, go ahead.
It's an FAA grant that's scheduled out 2 years on down the line. It's basically a resurfacing, totally redoing the asphalt for our airport. And it's about a $3 million project, and our portion of it, after the federal pays 90 and the state pays 5%, is $165,000. So she was looking for funding to help that. We discussed it, and I thought that it was the same one for the park, let her know what was going on, and that we would rather finish kind of what we started.
I doubt she knew very much about the park and, history behind all that. And it wasn't intended, I'm speaking for her, but I'm confident that it wasn't intended by her to try to preempt any kind of grants for the park or anything like that. Anyway, I drafted a resolution with brackets saying, here state the purpose or something like that. But when it got on the agenda, it's in its present form, so, but.
I do have the wording, and I don't know if this is what you are wanting to say from the prior grant. And it was to assist the city in the development and construction of a public splash pad at Lincoln Park located in a historically impoverished area of the community. And then it just goes on to say, including the installation of the ADA accessible sidewalk and stuff. Is that the wording you're wanting to substitute?
Does that have Lincoln in it? I didn't hear that part. Okay, as long as it says Lincoln
A
Park.
public
yeah,
splash pad at
splash
Lincoln
pad,
Park.
Yes, and the ADA.
And it says an impoverished area of the community, including the installation of ADA accessible sidewalks and related improvements. And then it goes on, just like it's
Yeah.
in there worded now, that's just the wording that was in the prior application, grant
Is there a way to
application.
keep or put maybe Counselor Wright's name on number 2, section 2 of this, since she's got the working relationship with Chief Hoskins already? Or is that?
Keep her name on it. I mean, is it
Well,
on it
include-
now? I mean, you say keep it on.
No, include her on.
Oh, okay.
Is that,
Gosh, I don't know. I mean,
if she would?
Are you talking about on the grant application? Well, this,
On, I guess, whatever.
This is just.
this is just a resolution to approve applying for the grant. This is not the grant application.
Yeah, so,
The grant application is towards
So
the
I can
end of the month.
go ahead
This
and
will be
apply
just when it
that
comes back
for
to
that.
just approve it? Is that what that section is? This one here, which is necessary action, the mayor and vice mayor, city clerk, authorized to empower, so that's just.
That's just so they can.
Yes, that we can sign documents, that we can sign the application and the documents.
so,
Yeah.
so like this time, it'd be like when I apply for it, before I am, submit it this time, I show it to you, then you look at it, then you sign it. Right?
That's how most of them are. Yes,
Better than
ma'am.
last time. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That'll be,
Yeah,
I got you.
okay.
But if you want to put the language that Rhonda just read in the resolution, that's easily done.
I mean, if that's what, yeah, that's absolutely all I have to do is go in tomorrow morning and modify that resolution to say that.
Thank you, Ms. Hicks.
Yeah.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so we make amendment to the resolution, state that it says Lincoln Park, where it goes for the splash pad and the sidewalk and improvement in the low poverty improvement area, and then whatever else we had on there from last time.
I'll second that.
Butler,
Yes.
North,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay, we'll take no action on item 12 at this time. Item
That one
13.
actually was on this agenda, and she was hired later in the month, so it'll need to actually be on April's.
Yep.
It was just, got too early.
Thank you.
Item number 13, consider the appointment of Lisa Garcia as municipal judge or take other action.
What happened to the last one?
Her time has expired.
Her term,
A
I
year
guess,
ago.
is expired.
So every year
Did
we
you leave out that?
appoint another.
No, it's basically for 2 years, and then if somebody else isn't appointed after the 2 years, I believe on an odd year, then it's, the judge that's there stays there until somebody is appointed.
I don't know how it works.
But that's,
Well, the ordinance, well, let me just read it to you,
Okay.
rather than have me paraphrase it. I'll find it, I bought it.
no, I just read it.
Okay, yeah. Term of judge, it's section 6-105. The official term of the judge shall be for 2 years, expiring on the first day of February in each odd-numbered year. Each judge, unless sooner removed for proper cause, shall serve until his successor is appointed and qualified. So as of February the 1st of last year, the term of the judge was over according to the ordinance. But as typically, so in all cases, the person remains in office until the successor is appointed and qualified. Okay. But this ordinance actually even has that language in it. And now, then it says appointment of the alternate judge. The judges shall be appointed by the mayor with the consent of the council. I could go on, but I mean, the rest of it just says how you're going to, and it says it takes a majority of the members present.
Okay. I make that motion to consider appointment of Lisa Garcia as the municipality judge.
Second.
Second.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Thomas, Wilson,
Yes.
North,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item number 14 is unscheduled public appearances.
There was none.
Item 15 is departmental reports.
Would you like to come up and give us your report? Oh, Bob's looking at you. Sorry, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I guess I was looking at everybody, wasn't I? Some reports.
Well, good evening, council. You should have the hospital report in your packet. I just take a second to see if you have any questions on that. I did want to make just a couple of comments about some of the bullets there at the bottom. Ernest Mena is the nurse practitioner who used to work at Aspire Clinic here in town, and he has left there and moved over to the hospital campus. So he now rents space in one of our buildings, and he is now affiliated with the hospital and has credentials at our hospital. He was going to be my guest tonight. I wanted to introduce him to you if you haven't met him already and let him say a few words about his practice, but he was under the weather today a little bit, so hopefully we can get him down here maybe next month. We continue to develop our tribal mental health contracts. We approved another one at our board meeting last week, and we have one more that we're working on. If we get that one completed, we'll have 4 tribal mental health contracts, so we're really excited about that. The Rural Health Transformation Program rollout, that's continuing to evolve. Right now, the state of Oklahoma had to resubmit the budget for CMS approval because of the dollar difference. They allowed for about $200 million coming to Oklahoma, and then found out we were awarded more than that, $223.5 million. So that has to be resubmitted and reapproved by CMS, so we're waiting for that to happen. Once that does happen, then the floodgates will open, and then hospitals will be applying to get portions of that money. It's very project-focused. Unfortunately, this money doesn't just roll out to help with hospital operations and help hospitals keep their doors open. So there's a lot of definition given about the uses of this money. It's organized in like 6 core measures, and there's a lot of detail about it you don't need to get into here. But we'll certainly be working to try to get our fair share to improve some things for rural health care here in Wagoner. The last thing, and I don't want to read this to you, but if you flip over onto the back of the report, I just wanted you to take a look at that. You can read it at your leisure. The short story is we have got to protect and preserve Medicaid and Medicaid expansion in Oklahoma. So it seems like there are threats on every front. Of course, there's the federal threats. It's actually actions that have been approved for Medicaid cuts starting in 2028 and beyond. But then in the recent State of the State address, our governor encouraged the legislature to put forth a state question for the public to vote on again to decrease Medicaid expansion. We're not really sure what that means yet, but all the hospitals in Oklahoma are fighting vigorously against this, so we'll be advocating first for the legislature not to let the state question go forward. And then if that happens to get out there for another state question for the public to vote on, we'll be advocating for people to show up and vote no, because we do not want our Medicaid to be harmed in any way. So anyhow, you can read through that at your leisure. If you have any questions about it after you read it, feel free to reach out to me. And that's it unless you all have any questions for me.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Eric, do you want to give us a report on your group?
Yeah, so the street department's continuing their work over on Martin Luther King, preparing to pour headworks this week. Weather permitting, obviously, at this point. Looks like we're going to get a little moisture at the end of this week, possibly some severe storms. So they've got that going on, and they're going to be doing some markings out there in that lot adjacent to Martin Luther King, being ready for the stormwater detention ponds that are going in out there. The shop's been doing a lot of oil changes, service work, all that stuff, and they've been gathering materials to close out some of the items that we have on a list to close out for our fiscal year, as far as trucks, things of that nature. The water plant has been, they've got their number 3 high service pump down, and it is going in and being rewound to get put in, and this is just a item of redundancy, so it's kind of a proactive measure. Wastewater plant has had their annual CEI inspection from DEQ. They've got a few items that they're going to be addressing here in the next week or two. The electric department, they've been doing some pole replacements and getting ready for some spring storms to come in. You know, weather's always going to be a big factor for them. Other than that, it's like I touched on earlier, I've been over at the trial in Muskogee for not the past week. I'd been out, but that has taken quite a bit of time up on that. Other than that, if you have any questions.
I know. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Chief, you got anything going your way?
No, unless y'all got a question, we're just steady working on our building. Moving along.
Good deal, that's what I want to hear. Thank you, sir. Oh, next item is adjournment.
So made.
Second.
Call roll, please.
Butler.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
I call the Wagoner Public Works Authority regular business meeting to order at 6:44.
Item number 1, consider approval of the minutes of February 2nd, 2026.
So made.
Second?
Call roll, please.
Wright.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Item number 2, consider approval or denial of claims for February 2026 to include WPWA to include numbers 144 through 162, which are manual warrants, and WPWA capital projects number 10.
Any questions?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Have a first and a second?
Butler.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Item number 3 is the chairman's report.
I took care of that in the city meeting. Item 4, we'll take no action.
Item number 5, consider approval of progress invoice number WAG 23-02 in the amount of $8,088 from Infrastructure Solutions Group LLC for ARPA wastewater treatment plant headworks, or take other action.
This is the same as in the city. I have a first.
Second?
Call roll, please.
Wright.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Item number 6, consider approval of contractor's pay application number 8 in the amount of $150,489.50 from Darris Contractors LLC for WAG 23-02 wastewater treatment plant headworks per recommendation from Infrastructure Solutions Group LLC, or take other action.
This is just a follow-up to the city's business.
I'll make that motion.
Second it?
Thomas.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Item number 7, consider ending the probation period on the following employee or take other action. Wastewater distribution, Russ Perkins.
Eric, feel,
Yeah, I'd like to recommend taking Russ Perkins off of probation. The effective date of March 10th of 2026. His hire date was 9/10 of '25. It'll be no change in his rate of pay, which is $17.40 an hour. And I do want to make light that he is a CDL holder.
I didn't,
That motion.
thank you. First,
Second.
thank you. Call roll, please.
Butler.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item number 8 is unscheduled public appearances.
There was none.
9 is departmental reports.
Already taken care of.
10 is adjournment.
So made.
Second.
Call roll, please.
Butler.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
I'll call the City of Wagoner Economic Development Authority regular business meeting to order at 6:48.
Item number 1, consider approval of the minutes of February 2nd, 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Call roll, please.
Wilson.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item number 2, consider approval or denial of claims for February 26 to include Whedon numbers 17 through 20 and Whedon Junction Project number 5.
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
A second.
Thank you.
Who is my
Call
second?
roll, please.
Who
Oh,
is my second? Shane?
no, Renee.
Nate, okay, thank you. Wilson,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Number 3, we will take no action. Item number 4, consider entering into agreement with Rainbow Fireworks to provide a fireworks display in the city of Wagoner or take other action.
Eric?
I just, on this, Hance Fireworks that have done this for us in the years past, they have retired, so we set out to look for another one. And these people come highly regarded. John Aldridge is actually going to be our lead shooter on this, a local guy from here. And he's really taken a keen interest in doing Wagner's display for us. He's done a lot of good work. I've seen him assist the fireworks at some of the Muskogee and Fort Gibson shows for the Skyfire event that they have. And he comes highly recommended by these people, so I'd highly recommend these folks taking over our display this year.
Is that similar to what we paid in the past? You know?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Make that motion, consider in agreement with Rainbow Fireworks.
I'll second that.
North,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Item number 5 is the chairman's report.
Already did it. Oh, excuse me. John? I'm sorry?
Counselors, since the last meeting, heard back from Waffle House. I not applied for anything. I told them we were interested in opening up a Waffle House in Wagner, and they were getting ready to open up 4 new stores in northeast Oklahoma. And second week of February, I finally heard the outcome of that. I finally got to talk to someone in Georgia about this, and they have Wagner is still on their list, but they're going to open up one in Coweta first. And I asked them about a time frame. They said to be 2 to 4 years, but at least that was some positive. But when they said Coweta first, I wasn't real happy. And Starbucks, let's talk about Starbucks for a second. The Chicken Express owner is really a good guy, and he's very interested in the Starbucks location. So I'm kind of bending over backwards to try to get anybody from Seattle to talk to me. And I've got some insights, and they know we're interested. I just can't get them to respond, so we'll keep working on that. He loves the location, and I think that'd be great for Chicken Express. And the last thing is, one of my walk and talk surveys I do for the city when I talk to businesses. North American Heat Exchange is one of the ones that I've not been able to talk to yet. Well, by gosh, tomorrow I'll be able to talk to them. Any questions?
Good deal.
Okay.
Thank you.
They have for you?
Item number 6 is unscheduled public appearances.
There was none.
Item number 7 is adjournment.
So made.
Second.
Butler.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Part of our problem is due to our location. We've got Muskogee next to us, we've got we're surrounded besides Walmart. And they base it on the net income population. Thank you, sir.